We need to retell the story. We need to do justice to this story in ways that we have not done it in the past.
There is a way that leads to life, and they that find it never die. Past mountain peaks, graced white with snow, the way grows brighter as it goes. There is a road inside of you.
People who had had ancestors on the trek were not quite up to snuff. There was something less. There was a class system. And there was something that I personally struggled with.
The road to Zion's in your heart. The river runs beside the road, its waters living as they flow.
The idea was that many people would gather and come to the place of refuge where the bride community, they call themselves, would meet the bridegroom.
Klaus Ebb believed and spoke of the bride community. He saw the church as the bride of Christ that needed to be prepared for Christ and ready for Christ's return. So there's this community aspect to Klaus Ebb's teaching.
Sometimes a shadow, dark and cold, lays like a mist across the road. But be encouraged at the sight, where there's a shadow, there's a light. There is a road.
I can't be quiet. This is too exciting. What we saw and what we found out about our ancestors is, it's in such a different light, and that is very healing.
The road to Zion's in your heart.
Oh, fare thee well, I must be gone, and leave you for a while. Wherever I go, I will return. If I go 10,000 miles, if I go, if I go 10,000 miles.
So we are choosing the East and the mystery and the faith of that against going west to materialism, to values of money and prosperity. We are not among those who have no answer and who just sit and wait. Now, you brothers and sisters who are remaining here, I do not mean to offend you. God will surely use also those who wait patiently for the Lord. But as for us, we have decided to be a people on the march.
Oh, 10,000 miles, it is so far to leave me here alone, while I may lie, lament and cry, and you'll not hear my moan, and you'll not hear my moan.
This mosque was used by our ancestors as a place of worship. I believe up to a year, at least almost a year period of time, during that part of the trek journey. Here I am standing next to an imam with a bowl in my hand, wondering, okay, I'm a female. Is he going to take this out of my hands or not? And then for him not only to take it out of my hands, but to touch the under part of my hand as he did so took me by surprise. For him to then go on to bless us as a group and our descendants and our families and all the things that he blessed in that moment, as well as making the statement this bowl would hold a place in the mosque, was way beyond anything that I could have expected. And at this time in our history when tensions are so great between Muslims and Christians, it was an opportunity for me, a small gesture of peace, of goodwill, of appreciation for the hospitality and the desire for them to know that there can be mutual respect.
Klaus Epp was right. The tribulation was coming. There was a huge tribulation. And Central Asia was a refuge temporarily. But of course, there was not the dramatic divine rescue that he anticipated and the end of the age that he anticipated. History continued to move on.
That if I could be present in the places where these people walked and talked and ate and argued, that this would be a part of my deeper understanding, which never stays with an individual. It moves out. As the healing happens here, it moves out.
I think it's very exciting to be watching now and seeing progress as we talk about this history of ours in a new way, realizing that, for instance, this great trek would have probably happened with or without Klaus Epp, Jr. And their belief that there would be a second coming in Central Asia was not the only reason that they went to Central Asia, of course. And the fact that they lived so peaceably with the Muslims there is quite a lesson for us all.
I think today we're just at the beginning of this remembering process. I would think over the next 5, 10, 15 years, we'll hear a lot more about Akhmashet, and a lot more Mennonites will be visiting there, and we'll celebrate an episode in Muslim-Christian relationships as well as successful development of successful Christian community.